A complex rescue effort involving a Coast Guard plane helped return a pregnant marine mammal to the wild. The 800-pound manatee was rescued in September off Massachusetts. Less than a month later, veterinarians gave the go-ahead to make the journey from Groton, Connecticut, back to Florida. David Begnaud is at SeaWorld in Orlando, where the manatee is beginning the next phase of her recovery. David, good morning.
Good morning. When researchers found this manatee off the coast of Cape Cod, they knew she wouldn't be able to survive in the cold water. So they gave her a little bit of time to see if she'd head south. When she didn't, they launched a complicated effort to rescue her. Her new home is here at SeaWorld, and behind the scenes in this rehab tank, she looks pretty healthy this morning. And happy, we might add, rolling around in the water and snacking on romaine lettuce. The next stop for her will be a return to the wild.
Welcome home, sweet girl. Welcome home.
Washburn the manatee returned to the Sunshine State after a 1,300-mile flight aboard a Coast Guard transport plane.
She did well. She did really well.
Escorted by police, a slow procession moved through the streets of Orlando to her temporary home at SeaWorld. There, a crane hoisted the 800-pound mammal into a private rehab tank. You could almost see the relief as she hit the water.
She looks good, right?
The once anonymous manatee became a summer celebrity. She was spotted bobbing in the choppy waters off Cape Cod in late August. Conservationists with the International Fund for Animal Welfare sprang into action, capturing Washburn 3 weeks later and taking her to the Mystic Aquarium in Connecticut.
This is an ultrasound of the calf.
That's when veterinarians discovered this manatee was a mom-to-be.
It's not only one manatee, but it's two, so the stakes are pretty high.
Manatees, also known as sea cows, can weigh over 3,000 pounds on a diet comprised mainly of seagrass. The manatees that are native to Florida have spent nearly 50 years on the endangered species list, but the population is recovering. SeaWorld veterinarian Laura Croft accompanied Washburn on the flight. She says just saving one has proven to be worth the extraordinary effort.
We did have one orphan calf that was hand-reared, returned to the wild, and she gave birth to 9 calves. And who knows how many calves that those calves had. One manatee can have a huge effect on the population.
This year, SeaWorld has already released 17 manatees back out into the wild. Washburn will be number 18. Before that happens, here's what they need to do. Fatten her up, more romaine lettuce. They'd love to see her put on 400, maybe 1,000 pounds. Once she's a bit fatter, if her blood work stays the same, they want her back in the wild to deliver her baby.
She's not going to put on that weight snacking on romaine lettuce in the morning.
Boy, any mother would like that freedom. I'm pregnant, let me put on 400 pounds. Yes, and thank you.
Thank you, David.